What was most surprising things in Japan so far?
I think that I've traveled to many places in the world, but Japan is very unique. Nothing in the world is like Tokyo. I've never been to a place like Tokyo, and I think like the city is so. There's so many. Yeah, but I think it's fun. I like my job. I like my research and I like my job, and I think that's very important because I would not have been able to do all of this, put so much effort into it, if I didn't find it very fun.
Thank you for taking time.
No problem.
My name is Ryu. What's your name?
Adrian.
Adrian.
Yeah.
Where are you from?
Sweden.
Sweden.
Yeah.
So where are you from in Sweden?
I'm from the capital city.
Capital
Stockholm,
city.
Yeah.
Cool. So how long have you been here?
I've been here since last Sunday, so for approximately 1.5 weeks.
1.5 weeks.
Yeah.
Cool.
I stay until Sunday. I will leave this Sunday, so for 4 days more I will be here.
Okay.
So total of 2 weeks in Japan.
Totally 2 weeks. What was most surprising things in Japan so far?
I think that I've traveled to many places in the world, but Japan is very unique. Nothing in the world is like Tokyo. I've never been to a place like Tokyo, and I think like the city is so. There's so many people, so much sound, so much to see. It's like very overwhelming, and that I think is very special.
Where did you go before?
Traveling?
Yeah.
Many places. I've been like all around Europe. I've been to the Middle East. I've been to China. I've not been to America, only South America.
Why not go to United States?
I don't know, it just never happened.
Okay.
But there's no particular reason, it's just not happened yet. But I will sometime, yeah.
So you like traveling?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Cool. So I also love traveling, so hopefully I want to go to the Europe this year. So
yeah, okay. Have you been to Europe?
No, not yet.
No.
But I have been to the United States.
You have been.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So
you should visit Europe.
what is best experience in Japan?
I don't know, many things. First of all, I really like food here. I think it's the food is both good, it's very tasty, and I think it's also cheap for me. I think it's price-worthy rather.
Yeah.
It's good cost and very tasty, and it's very nice because we have Japanese food like in Sweden, but it's so much. It's very nice to come here and eat like the really good, like the real Japanese food. That's very nice. I also think the city is extremely interesting, just beautiful. The parks are very lovely, and it's so cool. Like the big for me, I come from a smaller town. It's so just walking in Shibuya is wow. It's
you got overwhelmed.
Yeah, and I really just enjoy that, and I think that it's nice. I think that bars here are nice, and it's a good city to just go around and look at things and eat, just relax. I enjoy that.
Okay, so you more like park or nature place?
But also just walking around. I like walking around and looking at things. Maybe it sounds a bit I don't know, boring, but I just like walking around and looking at things.
Yeah, I can feel you. I also have the same opinion about it.
Yeah, especially when it's such a strange place for me, so different.
Yeah. If
I go from Stockholm to Copenhagen, the capital of Denmark, I don't need to look around because it's the same, right? And I've been so much in Europe that I know, so then maybe I would go to museums or special places in Europe. But here I think that just the city itself is so interesting for me.
Yeah, Europe and Asia is totally different.
Yeah. So that's good enough for me. But I've also been. I've gone to the different temples and and I'm going to the team labs. I think it's called.
Yeah, it's super famous.
Yeah. So I'm also doing that those things. And I went to the fish market and so on.
So in the first place, what brings you here this time?
This time it was I told you about my friends who have been living here for a long time.
Yeah.
One of them kind of recently had a kid. It's 2.5 months now. So I came and he's on parental leave. So he said, if you come, I can spend time I don't work, right? Because I'm on parental leave. So we can go around during daytime and hang out. So I visited him. That's what brings me right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
You stopped your job right now?
Yeah, I'm on vacation.
You're on vacation?
Yeah. I'm
How long did you have a vacation time?
2 weeks.
2 weeks?
Only 2 weeks. So I go to Japan for the entire vacation, yeah.
So what do you do for living in Sweden?
I am a medical doctor. I think it's Isha in Japanese.
Yeah, Isha.
Yeah. So I'm a doctor.
Oh, so what kind of doctor?
I work with laboratory. I work in the laboratory with blood sample analysis. I work with that.
Okay, so cool. How old are you now?
I'm 31.
31. So you already worked 4 or 5 years as a doctor?
I graduated like med school when I was 23.
23.
So I have but I've been working many different kind of doctor jobs. You work and you have to do like specialization and internship and so on. So I've been working as a doctor since I graduated. So 8 years approximately.
I understand why you speak English so fluently, because you're a doctor, so maybe you have a lot of opportunity to use English or to read English documents.
Yeah, but because I do research also, and everything is in English, all the research text and so on, everything is in English. But I think in general, people from Sweden speak very good English, because we are a very small country, and like all the movies everything is in English, right? Books, movies, very little is in Swedish, so it's common that people in Sweden speak pretty good English. But yeah, I also study of course, all the research texts are in English, and I talk to some colleagues from other countries in English and so on. Yes.
Okay, so you wear like sport t-shirts, so you go to gym here?
Here in Japan?
Yeah.
No, here in Japan, wait, I can show you.
Thank you so much.
No, I do like push-ups, push-ups.
Yeah, I know.
And sit-ups and squats and body exercises, and I also use this.
Workout good?
Yeah,
wow, cool.
But at home in Sweden, of course, I go to the gym and lift, weights, of course. But here on vacation, I just use this.
Okay, that's so cool. How often do you go to gym?
I don't know, depends a bit on work.
Because you're super busy.
A lot of work, but maybe 3 or 4 times a week, on average, 3 or 4 times a week.
Okay, so I want to ask about Sweden.
Yeah.
And where's the best spot you can recommend for visitor in Sweden?
That depends a bit on because I think that you should visit Stockholm. I think Stockholm is like the most beautiful city and most things to see. I don't think actually there's not like many other like cities to visit. So you should, for the Swedish city, you should visit Stockholm. Stockholm is built like on many small islands, so it's so beautiful with a lot of old buildings and a lot of water, and it's a really beautiful city. So I would suggest that a visitor comes and stays in Stockholm and sees the sights in Stockholm. And then I think that if you're into that, you should go out into nature for camping or just walks.
Okay.
Because Sweden is very accessible. It's you're allowed to pretty much walk in nature wherever. We have so many hiking trails, and you can camp wherever you want, and it's really beautiful and accessible. So I think that you should do that too. So in Sweden you should see the nature, and you should see Stockholm. I think those are the main 2 things. Yeah.
Okay, so I want to ask about your personal things.
Yeah.
And what is most important things in your life?
Oh wow. That's a hard question.
Yeah. I
don't know. I because I work a lot and I'm doing my PhD, research, and I have to do that, and so I spend a lot of time on that. But I want to have a family too, and my family, my parents and my brothers are very important to me, and my friends. So right now it's probably unfortunately my job, but in the future I want to have a family too. So.
Okay. So, I guess you got a lot of accomplishment in your life. So, how did you get your results?
It's just I don't have any secrets. I just worked. I went to school, and then I went to more school, and then I went to med school, and then I worked hard. I mean, it's just but I think it's fun. I like my job. I like my research, and I like my job, and I think that's very important, because I would not have been able to do all of this, put so much effort into it, if I didn't find it very fun. I really at least you cannot like everything about your job, but I like most parts of it. So of course that is very important. And I think if I'm supposed to say something, it should be that if you want to be accomplished, you should find something that you like, because that will allow you to really work with it. Yeah.
Okay, thank you for taking time. That's all. Thank you so much.
No problem.